What is up? What is up? This is Alert Wolf here, bringing you another review. And this one is of Haikyuu, or Heidekin, 8 Dogs of the East, Episode 2. And this one is called Demonic Human. Now, this episode starts with Hamiji. She's been captured. And she's been captured by one of the members of the Four Houses, Osaki. Now, she's not really captured. It's like they just wanted he just wanted an excuse to meet the brothers, or specifically Shino. So he kind of whisked her away. But they start off by insulting each other a little bit. But it's all flirty. It's all flirty. And he's like, yeah, well, I thought when I thought I was kidnapping the hot one. And she's like, no, that's my brother. And he goes, oh, it sucks. But we learn interesting things. We learn she's adopted, which explains why the other two have demonic powers, and she really doesn't. Maybe it's part of the bloodline. Well, you know, and I was mistaken. I thought it was the same guy who was there that day that kidnapped her. But it wasn't. But it was another member of the Four Houses. And I guess people of the Four Houses in the church wear white. The other guy, who they meet as soon as they get into town, is... and they're all part of the church, so it's not like she's in any danger. And those foxes are waiting on her hand and foot. But the other guy they meet is Satomi. Now, Satomi's cool because... He rushes them around like he was ready to see them, and he's like, alright, I'm busy, I'll be back. So Shino goes around the town. He takes his bird with him, Murasame, and they look around town. People are talking about a demon. Murasame says that humans create demons. And then we get trampled by another. He gets trampled by another main character. By the name of Kabungo. Which is funny about Kabungo is he has a modern. Everybody else has a very I wouldn't say modern design, but retro design, because it's supposed to be of the early 1900s time period. But his design is very modern, I would say, with his numbered shirt in the back and everything. And he's looking for his brother Kenpachi. Who has the same mark on his face that Shino has on his arm. And he's been captured by these monks, and they proclaim him a demon. Specifically, Father Seiren says that. Now, from what you gather from these monks are no good, and they're probably villains. But feeling bad that they trampled Shino, they treat him to lunch, and it's, you know, classic shonen, you know, eating montage where he's just killing him in bowls, and he bankrupts him in the restaurant, and he goes, listen, he goes, you know, what's your name, where you're staying, blah, blah, blah. Because I don't know where I'm staying, but I sent for people to get me. And then the crow and his brother, in the form of a dog, comes. He's like, who is this kid? A crow and a dog? Take him away. You know, and there you go. Now, basically, from his point of, I'm going to just tell the rest of his story. So his father, you know, had yelled at him for causing trouble at the monastery and whatnot. And basically, he's wishing his sister was around because he wants to save his brother, and he doesn't know how to do that. We get a scene where he eventually falls asleep at Satomi's house, and when he wakes, and it's funny, he's sleeping with his brother. His brother's in the form of a dog. His brother transforms back into human, leaves, and then we see that Satomi is in control of the wolf himself, a giant white wolf. And he wants to pet the wolf, and the wolf, he's like, the wolf ain't friendly. And he growls at him. He's like, oh, and he goes, I would have never guessed that Madamosuke's Madamume is his price would be that you couldn't age. And he goes, oh, you want to see him? And he takes him out. And then that bird is huge, and now you have these two giant animals staring each other down when his brother re-enters the room and goes, hey, it's getting tea. What are you guys doing? They're like, nothing. We're just chilling. So they drink the tea, not acting like they weren't about to throw down for a second there. And of course, because he's part dog himself, he's able to pet the dog, and Shino's like, that's not fair that he's friendly to you and not to me. And he walks away, calls him a jerk. And he's like, he really is a kid. And he's like, yeah, he is. Then we get another scene of his sister interacting with the other, with Osaki, and again, they're flirting. She's like, are you lonely in this house by yourself? I was at last time. He's like, yeah, there are servants. And you keep saying stuff like that, you're going to make me want to keep you. Which made her mad, and she picked up the table and was going to hit him with it. Just then and there, they finally get there. She's like, they finally get to the house. She throws a shoe at her brother. She's like, what took you guys so long? But then again, the more, you were kidnapped. He's like, I didn't kidnap her. She was my honored guest. She's like, yeah, he kind of treated me nice. This was like being away at a vacation in a lavish hotel, being waited on hand and foot. She goes, I'm sad it's over. So they go in, and what's-his-face lives there too, from time to time. Satomi. And she's like, where do I know you from? He's like, yeah, nothing. Meanwhile, he was there, and the day that the demons attacked and all that crap. So basically, she's like, well, I agreed to take her around the town. This is Osaki, and the next time you see them, it's like they're on a date. Shino calls it. He's like, what is this? This isn't taking us around the town. Those two are on a date, and we're just tagging along. There's like this weird mantis-type bug thing that talks some smack to Shino, like mentally, and basically, when it goes in, it reappears inside where the monk is, and it crawls into his ear and goes into his brain, and there's a lot of these flies, and we get it, that monk is evil. Next thing you know, basically, the brother who's captured Genbachi starts talking smack, and he gets tortured. And basically, that's the end of the episode. And what happens is, the monks are going to go after, in the next episode, they're going after Shino. Now, and that's pretty cool. Alright, so, and that's the end of the episode, and the next episode's called Demon Hunter. So, this episode didn't have much action, at all, actually. It had no action. But it was pretty funny. It was informative. We got to meet a lot more of the main characters to this show, and I enjoyed it. A solid episode. I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5. I thought it was very good. The comedic parts were great. It showed the softer side of the anime, and I really enjoyed it. So, that being said, I'm excited for the 3rd episode. I think it's out tomorrow, and I'll give you a review on it as soon as I see it. So, click it up if you like it, comment if you must, subscribe if you can, and this is Alert Wolf signing out.